Thanks for joining us on another episode of the Miss P Show. I guess you're wondering why I'm all dressed up like this. Well, that's my swag for the day. I decided to take up on an activity that I'm very scared about, or that I don't do quite so often, just to entertain you, and on the other hand, to get over my fears. On this episode, we're focused on youth empowerment, empowering and encouraging ourselves, how us the young people get through our passions and what we call our careers to develop ourselves into the future. I chose to go with the activity of learning how to ride a bike today because that's something I'm most scared of. And secondly, there are a lot of bike riders out there who are degree holders but are just not sure how to go about life, so they find themselves getting into the Benz-seeking action without necessarily it being their first option. Catch me on the first stop now with Steve Tchoumba, who is a returnee from the diaspora and decided to just settle down home because there's never another feeling like home. Steve Tchoumba. So here we are at Root Cafe. Let's go in and check it out.
Hey, welcome. Welcome at the Root Cafe.
Thank you, Steve. Right here at Root Cafe, I'm not sure how it happens, but I'm about to test my culinary skills with, well, I'll say African sandwiches. But Steve, I'd like you to share your experience moving back home.
So yeah, before I go, let me leave you with this.
Do I really have to put this on?
Yes, and you're all set to go.
Okay.
Right, so I moved back to Cameroon about 4 years ago, and it was really fun at first. It was a fantastic idea to think about moving back to Cameroon. Well, I wanted to be out of England, and Cameroon was the, I think, the perfect option. So I packed, moved to Cameroon, and then I was project managing the first, well, one of the biggest, or the biggest school potentially in Cameroon, and my job then was to set up the Bridge International School, having had a background in education and being a teacher myself, a secondary school teacher. So that was very exciting, working and setting up a British school in the city of Douala. Fast forward, after that experience, I moved back to the UK for a little while, but you know, I love this place. I really, really loved it. So I moved back to Cameroon. But the reasons were a bit different then. My father, who just, you know, got cancer, so it was really for, you know, getting closer to my dad, spending some time with him. The bridge, the idea was to look at something quite interesting that would still get me into project management. Being from an entrepreneurial family, and that none of my siblings are really into the field, I thought it was the right move to go into. I thought I had the genes to go into entrepreneurship. So the opportunity to join the Active Spaces team came up, and I jumped at it. I thought, great, an opportunity to work with young Cameroonians in developing business ideas and getting them to grow. So yes, I mean, I've been living in the UK since I was very, very young. And when you live in Cameroon, I mean, every time, I can't count the number of times I was like looking at my passport saying, I want to go back to the UK, I want to go to a place where I get better health options, I want to go to a place where, you know, where there's security, I want to go to a place where people don't judge based on how you, I mean, I just want to go somewhere where things work, or at least seems to work. But at the same time, you have to think about the fact that Africa in general, and Cameroon in particular, has a lot to offer. And there's a great, and that was perhaps one of the decisions for me to move back, because there's so much to be done here, whereas in Europe or America, a lot of things are being done, and it's very tough to make a mark. Leaving would be quitting. And he said to me, si ça te dépasse, laisse. C'est que ça t'a dépassé. So, because I'm maybe thinking, I don't want to quit, I don't want to drop, I keep on going. So many things to be said about being an entrepreneur. But I say being an entrepreneur it's an investment of your time, of your sweat, some time of your money as well. Not all the time, but some time of your money as well. But first of all, let me say, Cameroonians don't know how to have fun. And whoever wants to challenge that can come and see me. Weekends, I think they're reserved for fun, not working. So we can't go to a club and pretend to be a directeur général. Just have fun. So anywhere that there's the music playing and good people, I'll be there. Single, married, divorced, engaged, all of that together. Yeah.
My cooking skills are 0, so please don't judge me by this, okay? Okay. I'm too lazy to figure this out, so yeah. Steve, you're just gonna have to eat this. Anyhow it comes out. So, poumon, haricots, on fait un peu de tout, hein? A bit of everything. So, beef, je mets un peu de viande. Poulet, ne me jugez pas, pardon. Ne me jugez pas. On dit que les Africains adorent la viande. Donc, les spaghettis, on met quand même un peu. 1, 2. Et alors, les boulettes qu'on adore. Voilà, 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 et c'est prêt. Voilà! It's ready! Pain chargé à la toux. Okay, let's take this to Steve. See you there. Moment de vérité.
Merci, madame.
Autre chose?
Non, non.
Ok, d'accord. Bon, j'espère que tu vas me donner un 10 sur 10. Hein.
C'est bien, c'est... Le chargement, c'est vraiment le chargement.
C'est vraiment chargé.
Ça a vraiment chargé.
Bout à l'autre, je me dis, j'ai hâte.
Okay.
Face.
Am I gonna eat on camera? Je vais manger à la télé.
Okay, make sure you laugh. He's savoring it. Yay! That means I got it right.